I might be making this video years too late because I don't know if this is a thing people still talk about, really. But this phrase, "it's just a social construct," that I've mostly heard referred to pretend things aren't real, to excuse things being not real. So the common ones that I've heard that I'm just like, oh my God, you're opening such a can of worms here. This is a 2-hour discussion minimum, many PhD theses to get to something of an answer, is on race and gender. Race is a social construct, therefore it's fake. Gender is a social construct, therefore it's fake. Out of the people listening to this YouTube video, very decent chance zero of you actually think that social construct equals fake. But to those who think it does equal fake, the implication here that it's less real is obviously bullshit, because so much of our world as humans is socially constructed and socially derived. The meaning that we take out of life is in fact social. That's what it is. So it's a social construct doesn't at all mean it's fake. You, for example, care about some loved ones, friends and family, more than you do absolute strangers. That's not logic. That's not science. That's not breaking things down. That is a social construct, the social construct of loyalty, of, the value of family. What do they call it for, like, whatever? It's a social construct, loving your family and loving other people, but it's still very real. Obviously rooted in biology, rooted in psychology, rooted in evolution. So I just wanted to give you a list of things that are also social constructs, to dismiss this idea in case you haven't. First, the English language. This is a social construct. The words that I'm using are a social construct. If you think that social constructs are useless, or should all be deconstructed, or are fake, or unreal in any way, stop using English, because this is a social construct. By the way, so are every language, all of the languages for humans. And not only that, all of the languages for animals, the dolphin language, the whale language. These vary, the tones, the words, the names, based on their pods. This is socially constructed. Is animal communication or bird songs fake? No. Socially constructed. Money is a social construct. I probably don't need to tell you that, and probably not a good example because we all realize laws, norms, culture, all a social construct. Is murder okay? That's a social construct, right? What's the age of consent? That's a social construct, right? Can you steal something? It depends on what and where, the time period, etc. It's a social construct. Being polite, being rude, social constructs. Time itself, not the dimension of time. We have days. That's the Earth rotating around. We have years. That's the Earth's tiltiness. It's not exactly a social construct, but all the other things, hours, minutes, lunchtime, bedtime, being on time, being late, 9 to 5, social constructs. So if you're at all tempted to dismiss a concept because it's a social construct, because we all agree that it's the case, socially constructed things are real. Now, it doesn't mean we can't label them socially constructed, of course, but if we label it socially constructed as a way to dismiss it as fake, you are just fundamentally misinformed. You don't know what you're talking about. And again, if you're trying to just dismiss all social constructs because of the simple fact they're social constructs, please stop using language. Stop reading, stop writing, stop talking. Pointing out that something is a social construct does not make it less real. That is my video essay for today. Thank you. Subscribe to my Substack. It's in the description.